Danielle at Great Lakes Aquarium, coming to you live from our animal kitchen. So this is the place where we prepare all the diets that the animals will see later in the day. And today we are going to be preparing some cichlid food. Now, I have everything I need in front of me, and it's actually pretty easy. So we have two different types of powders here. We have a super green one and then a community one. And basically this is a vegetarian meal, and this is an omnivore meal. So the cichlids that live here at the aquarium, most of them are omnivores. So this mixture kind of gives the best of both worlds, giving them all sorts of good nutrients and everything like that. So we want to make sure that we mix this up really well in a way that they can eat it. Now cichlids are amazing, amazing, amazing fish. They are so diverse, and they're actually one of the largest vertebrate families in the entire animal kingdom. There are so many different cichlids all over the world. They're mostly concentrated in Africa and South America, but like I said, you can find them all over the world. Sometimes as large populations, sometimes as kind of exotic populations in places that they weren't originally found or native to. But the ones that we have here at Great Lakes Aquarium are actually African cichlids. So in Africa, we see a huge, diverse group of cichlids. And they're often found in the African rift zone. So that's a big area that has a lot of tectonic activity. So the ground's shaking, but it also produces some really, really big lakes. And in Africa alone, there's over 1,600 different species of cichlids in that rift zone. The ones specifically here at the aquarium are focusing on Lake Malawi, which is one of those big, big rift lakes. So we're going to make sure that we're catering to them. And there's two different types of cichlids that you kind of find, two general types that you would find in that lake. So we have ones that live within the rocks, like you'll see when we go upstairs to feed out this food. And those are called buna. And the buna will find all sorts of different ways to hide. They're very colorful, they're very diverse. That's the majority of the species of cichlids in Lake Malawi there. The other ones are utaka, there we go, utaka, and those are open water cichlids. So the open water cichlids don't have as much color, they're still incredibly beautiful fish, those freshwater fish. But they have a little bit more dull colors, so to hide from predators and everything that, especially if you're in those big open areas. A little bit different than the rock dwellers that the buna are. So we're going to start on getting that. We have our water boiling in the back, but first I need to measure out our powder. So I'll give you a look at what this looks like. So this one here is the omnivore powder. So it kind of just looks like sand a little bit. And I need a half cup of this. So fill this up here. Awesome, almost there. I want to make sure I'm giving them everything that they need to be fed out. Sweet. Half cup into the pot. Alright, set that over on this side. And then the vegan algae gel remix is what this is. Ooh. I'll show you that.
It's a little greener.
A little bit greener, yeah. Smells kind of weird. Smells like old quinoa.
Ooh, definitely.
I do like quinoa though. Alright, so a couple scoops of this. Again, you want another half cup of this. Ooh, that's cool. You can really see some of that green in there.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Alright. There's a half cup. In you go. Put this off to the side. Alright. Now we have our boiling water, and I need 2 cups of this. So we're going to use the same measuring cup. 1, 2, 3. Alright, 2 cups of the boiling water. And now we just gotta stir it all in.
Looks yummy.
It might look yummy, but it smells really gross, if I'm being totally honest. It's pretty stinky. Even with my mask on, I can kind of smell it.
Oh, I can definitely smell it now.
Yeah. Whew. It smells like algae, what you'd expect, like from a lake.
Yep.
But I bet the cichlids just love this. Yeah, so we want to make sure that we get it all mixed in. This is, you can't see any powder. While we're mixing, Abby, I got a joke for you.
Ooh, you know how I love your jokes.
I know.
Yeah.
Jokes are great. Jokes are great. All right, are you ready?
Yes.
Why did the fish blush?
I don't know. Why?
Because it saw the ocean's bottom.
That is embarrassing.
That would be very embarrassing. I would blush. Ocean's bottom. It's good stuff. I think we're getting close. Looks like it's mostly gonna get some of the stuff on the edges. It looks like if you're at home and you're making brownie batter.
A little bit. I was just gonna say the same thing. Trying to get all the lumps out.
Yeah, it's like green, smelly brownies. But we're not gonna bake them. And this is a pretty common diet that we have here at Great Lakes Aquarium. There's a lot of animals that actually eat this, what we call a gel diet. So a mixture, starting with a powder that has all those really good nutrients for the fish, and then mixing it with water until it's solidified and feeding it out like that. So that's what we're doing today. So it's pretty neat to see the different combinations of powder and nutrients that each fish would get. So this one is specifically what we make for the cichlids. And we have to make this one pretty often.
There's a lot of cichlids.
Yeah, there's a lot of cichlids. We want to make sure that they're getting enough food every single day. All right. I think we're good. This is kind of already starting to form shape. What do you think?
I think it looks good. Yeah.
Oops. Mix that in. All right. We're gonna do some movie magic here. Ooh, that's kind of hot. I don't want to burn my hands. All right. I'm gonna go over to the fridge. So we need this to cool down. We can't feed them this slimy, warm gel diet.
Whoa, that was so fast.
Wow! I can't believe it worked.
Whoa, it's crazy.
Alright, so this is what it's gonna end up like. So if you want to take a look at that.
Yep, it's cold.
Yeah, it's definitely cold. Kinda, it feels like a weird cookie.
Okay.
Yeah. So now we need to cut out the pieces that we're gonna use for the cichlids. So kind of just like brownies, you know, go around the edge.
Ooh.
Yeah. This is also smelly. Which is great for the cichlids.
Yes, they love that smell, I bet.
That's how you know it's done. Just like that.
Good to know. Good to know. For the future when I'm making this at home.
Yeah, you know, if you ever just need to eat a gel diet. So I'm just gonna be chopping it into some squares. Cichlids don't have like a huge mouth by any means, so we want to make sure that they'll eventually get cut. Ah! Spilling on my hands. Get cut pretty small. So I'm gonna start off like this and go from there. Making sure to watch my fingers. Nice safety, you know? I don't think any of you eat your brownies like this. If you do eat your brownies like this, feel free to put it in the comments. I have so many questions.
Maybe if you wanted to like put your brownies in ice cream.
Oh, that's actually a really good point.
That sounds good. I'm gonna have to go get ice cream with brownies in it, I think.
It was pretty warm I haven't actually been outside in a while, but it was pretty warm this morning. It's a good day for some ice cream here in Duluth.
Heck yeah.
But I think I also saw some storm clouds coming.
Oh no. Actually, you know what? I like rain. I'm good with rain.
Rain's good. You know who else likes rain? I don't know. Flowers? I actually don't. I think a lot of people like rain, yeah. Alright, so I'm going to cut this a little bit smaller. So it can fit in the cichlids. Alright, getting nice and small. Oh, one thing I am curious, anyone who's watching, if you have cichlids at home, they're a pretty common aquarium fish, so a lot of people have them. What's really neat is they are incredibly colorful and beautiful. So many people have them because they're also freshwater fish. And so it's typically a little bit easier to maintain as a exhibit is the freshwater ones. So yeah, if anyone has cichlids at home, feel free to comment in the comments below or even share a picture. I'd love to see which type of cichlids you have in your home. Alright, so now we need to feed out the right amount. So I'm going to zero this. We want to make sure that we're only giving them their allotted amount for the day, which we need 100 grams for all of those cichlids up there. I have to cut some of these ones smaller. So you can tell I did not go to culinary school.
It's okay, the cichlids won't notice.
That's true. I went to nature school.
That's still pretty cool.
Yeah. There we go.
I mean, if I closed my eyes, it sounds like you went to culinary school.
Oh, thanks, Abby.
Yeah.
That's a really nice compliment. Alright, we're at 68.
We're getting there.
99?
Ooh, that's just
man.
about perfect.
100. Alright.
Woo!
So, then I'm just going to quickly do some choppy, because this is then going to be used in the next couple days to feed the cichlids their other meals. So about one thing of this is good for a couple days of cichlid meals. Oh, I think in culinary,
Yes,
That's
it's the
it.
knuckles, yep.
so you don't.
So you don't want to cut off your fingertips.
Oh yeah. This
There you
is-
go.
I think I'm getting the hang of this. I should
Looks
be
good.
a professional cichlid food maker.
Yeah, I could see that.
I wonder if there's like a job market for that.
Maybe you'll make the job market for that.
That's true.
They are a common type of at-home aquarium fish, so you never know.
Need cichlid food? I got you.
We'll get you a business card.
Call Danielle.
So how many different kinds of cichlids do we have upstairs, Dee?
Oh, gosh, that's a great question. And I'm embarrassed to say I don't actually know the full number.
You know what? I'm pretty sure that it's 13.
13?
Yes.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Abby, do you recall if we have any hybrid species?
I think we do. I'm not sure though. I think we do.
Yeah, so hybrid species are cichlids that often in aquariums, but also in the wild, it can happen. And the cichlids will breed with different types of species and essentially make new species.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. And a lot of the diversity in cichlids, they believe to be caused by the females. So the females will decide on a specific trait that they're most interested in a mate, and they'll start specifically going for those traits. So maybe it's a specific color, maybe it's a way they eat food, maybe it's a way that they swim, maybe it's a way that they brood, and all of that. And then those traits are the ones that carry on, which is pretty neat.
That's pretty neat.
Alright, let's go feed some cichlids.
Let's do it.
I'll come back and clean this later. Are you all small enough? Yeah. Alright. Ooh, my hands are gross.
I gotcha. Yeah.
Alright, so we're going to be moving through the basement. If we cut out for a second, don't worry, we'll be right back. It's just going from downstairs to upstairs. It's a big metal building with big concrete walls, so sometimes the internet isn't great everywhere. So we'll go fast.
Let's zoom.
Coming through, Carol. We gotta see this cichlid.
Or else. I don't know what happens. Exhibit
Yeah,
here?
let's go see who we're feeding. Hey, Dan. Alright.
Whoa.
So these are the cichlids of Lake Malawi. And you can see all the different colors in here. As we look closer, we notice some are in the rocks, some are hiding above the rocks, some are eating off the rocks, some are filtering through the water. All sorts of really neat ways that these animals have found their niche in these ecosystems and thrived, which is really neat to see so many different species that can live in one spot. So let's go feed them. I need your hands again.
Yeah.
I should have just washed my hands. That's what a good chef would do.
Oh boy. There we go.
Alright. Welcome behind the scenes of the cichlid exhibit. So we're going to come up here. Take down safety netting. Awesome. And you can see they are totally ready to eat. So we're going to do what's called broadcast feeding. So I'm just going to put the food out into the water like so. This gives every fish an equal opportunity to get the food.
Whoa.
Got some splashes there.
Splash zone.
Alright, let's put a little bit over here. Come on over. Alright, that is all of the gel diet. There we go. Just come off my hand. And that's all we have for today. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed seeing a different way that animals get fed and how we prepare some of that food here at Great Lakes Aquarium. As always, we totally appreciate all the support we get from people watching these videos, coming into the aquarium, or giving donations, all those different ways, attending our events. It is Thursday, so if you are in Duluth or the surrounding area and you want to come and have a good time here at the aquarium, we do have our beer garden that's open on Thursdays. It's an all-family event. There's all sorts of good food and drinks for everybody. So feel free to come on down. It's super fun. It's a great way to support the aquarium, just like watching these videos. So with that, we'll see you next week, and see you later.